Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Well guys, on Monday, March 18th, I put out a video pertaining to the predicted effectiveness of the tenure of our new Commissioner of Police, Dr. Kevin Blake. Since putting out that video, I have had countless responses from even some of the most unusual sources. People actually praised me, and I've got some really bad vibes from others. The detractors are saying, give the man a chance, the man don't even reach there yet, and you're digging him down, you're bad mind, you're grudgeful, and those kind of things. And listen, before I even address those, let me say this. My reason for starting this channel is because I would like it to become the intellectual sounding board for the entire YouTube community. I want to form a sort of fraternity of thinking people who wants to engage in intellectual discourse. Now, I'm not saying this is some kind of a where we push out people who are not very knowledgeable. What we are here to do is to teach, and anybody who wants to learn, we want them to come over to the advisor and we teach each other, because this is a channel. I believe that knowledge is power, and I want to empower especially members of my own race. The sad thing is that you see the people who come on here and criticize what I've said about the commissioner, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind criticism, because that's how you arrive at truth, is by having opposing ideas. And ideas, I want people to come and oppose me with ideas, but come with some facts, come with logic, come with rational, come with common sense. Don't just get up in your feelings and come on and here and get up in your feelings. And that is the reason why they say, when they come on, they say, me bad mind, I'm a grudgeful. Okay, first of all, let's address it. You don't know what bad mind mean? When you bad mind a person, it means that them have something that you wanted, and somebody else is getting it. And you are going to bad mind that person because you think they shouldn't get it, but it should have been you. No. Why would I bad mind this man when I've never applied for the commissioner's job? I'm not taking anything from me. And then again, why didn't I bad mind the previous commissioner, Major General Anderson? But we can bad mind you who I've never even met? That makes sense? No, you see these people, I say they have a Tik-tok brain. And the Tik-tok brain is not people who would appreciate what goes on this channel. Now, what do I mean by a Tik-tok brain? First of all, a person with a Tik-tok brain has a very short attention span. They can only watch a YouTube video for about 6 minutes max, but most likely they'll watch that video for between 30 and 60 seconds. Now, as you know, a TikTok video lasts maximum 1 minute because it's a short, and most of them last shorter than a minute, around about 30 to 45 seconds. Now, they look at that, they get absolutely no value whatsoever from what they're looking at. They may get a little joke and then go kiki, and they move on to another one, and they look and they go kiki. But at the end of the day, they go home, they end the end of the day without learning anything whatsoever. So you see a person with a TikTok mentality where they cannot focus on anything for more than a minute. They are going to just look at the headline for one of my videos, form conclusions, and start tell me, say, my bad mind. Because their biases and their emotions tell them that I'm wrong. As for being grudgeful, well, Same difference. Why would I grudge him and not grudge any other commissioner before him? One person went as far as to say that the reason why he should get the job is because he is not coming up through the system, therefore he is not corrupt. And the most important person we want is one who is not corrupt. That is nonsense. Total balderdash. And here is why. I'm going to go to 3 Bible verses. Bible verse number 1. For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. Romans 3:23. We are all born in sin and shaped in iniquity. Psalms 51:5. And this very important one. For it is written, there is none not righteous, no, not one. The Romans 3 verse 10. Now for those of you who believe in the Bible, or who believe in the Bible, right? How can any of you then read those verses and tell me, right, that Dr. Kevin Blake is not corrupt or is uncorruptible? There is one fact that I want everybody to get in their brain. Every man on the face of the earth, every man who has ever lived, has a price. If you try to bribe a man, anybody on earth, and you try to bribe them and they don't take the price, you know the reason why? You have not met the threshold of which they would take the bribe. Your money is not enough. Top it up or offer them something different that they value more than their integrity. So every man have a price. And I'm going to give you a story why I said that. I'm going to give you a true story. There is a member. No, I don't think that person is a current member. But this person used to be a member of the Integrity Commission here in Jamaica. And this person is supposed to be the watchdog for integrity across the island. Right? And this person went down to Kingston Wharf one Christmas to clear barrels. I think it was about the day before Christmas Eve. It's a day or two before Christmas Eve. And this person came from Clarendon. And that individual come reach a wharf like 8 o'clock in the morning. And after 4, they were still there because down there was really packed. This was a few years ago. And down there was really packed. And this is somebody I know personally. And while they were down there, they want the barrel there. Have so much thing to do. They have Christmas tree to hold. And some of the things to hold the Christmas tree were in the barrels. I think it was like 5 barrels. And they had pepper lights. They had the pots they wanted to use. And there was so much other thing they had to do. They didn't want to leave and go back at Clarendon and come back another day. Right? And this same person from the National Integrity Commission, what they do, they pay somebody, one of the baggage handlers down there, cargo handlers, $2,000 to go look for them barrel and bring it come for them. Wasn't that corrupt? This person had reached the threshold where they would bribe someone. Now, this might look simple, but it is corrupt. This person shows that there is none not righteous, no, not one. Nobody, none of you listening to this is righteous. Everybody simply has a price. And any one of you who have not done anything corrupt is because the threshold that you would use to supersede whatever standards you have has not been met. So, I said that to say, if it's because of non-corruption, why you would want Dr. Kevin Blake to be commissioner are the last thing on earth you could even think of, because he is just as corruptible as every single commissioner before him. He is as corruptible as any other human being that has ever walked the earth. So don't go there. We have to keep things straight and real on this channel, you know. You understand me? You know, I also said in that post that I singled out somebody, and I said I singled out 1 or 2 former policemen, bad man police, that I said I would want to be commissioner. And one of them I said, I'm not picking on Biggerfoot, but I think I could use him because he was bad man police. You know why I think I would say Biggerfoot, for example, I'm just using him as an example, is because of this. Biggerfoot, we take him like a bribe, you know, as anybody, as any other human being. But here is what with Biggerfoot. You can look for at least a dozen gunmen get killed every week. So I don't matter the fact say that boy him going take a drink from a man finna prosecute him for one little traffic ticket. Why should I let that bother me? What does it bother me if him take if a man pay him grocery bill or full him gas tank because he want him put in a word for him to get a firearms license or so? Why would I do that when the greater good is that he might get rid of dirty gunman? It is better to have somebody like Biggerfoot who would do that than to have a little figurehead, a little man, a limp wrist, jellyback man sit down in an air-conditioned office in a pink brief and don't know police work and just sit down there as a figurehead and getting as a pay equal to that of the Prime Minister. Now, and speaking about being in an air-conditioned office, right? You see the Jamaica Constabulary Force, it is a paramilitary organization. It's not a civilian organization. And when it comes to paramilitary organization, it is you get your esprit de corps from your leaders. For you to have esprit de corps, which means that's togetherness and spirit, a fighting spirit of togetherness and brotherhood. And for you to feel that for your commissioner, how can you feel that for a commissioner who sits in an office every day with his nails properly manicured and don't know what you feel? Rain never wet him yet. Shot never fire after him yet. Him never going a night Jew yet. Him never dep on a parade with square when rain a fall yet. Him just parachuted in and stay there. How can you assimilate? How can he assimilate himself into the Jamaica Constabulary Force, which of course out there risking their lives every single day, facing abuses, risking going to prison for doing their job by in the come. And you are going to sit there and think that you are a part of them? Let me tell you something, man. No member of the JCF, rank and file members of the JCF would ever take a bullet for Kevin Blake. You see, in an organization that the leader assimilates himself into the rank and file men, there are lots of men there who see gun at you and will throw themselves in front of you to protect you. There is not one single member of the rank and file of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who would do that for Kevin Blake. They see him as separate and apart from them. They don't even see him as a policeman. And he himself doesn't see himself as one of them. How can you have a police force being run like that? Therefore, the sad part is that we're going to have a commissioner of police who will be getting a salary equal to that of the Prime Minister or in that same range, and at the same time, any bribe that can come to him, he will take it, and he will prosecute other policemen for bribery and any other offense because there is nobody watching him. And the saddest part of it is that he won't have any effect whatsoever on the Jamaica Constabulary Force. So for those of you who are saying a bad mind, and Ray, what I had given in the previous video, the one that came out on Monday, I told everybody exactly, I gave all the evidence as to why I said he is unsuitable for the job. Now, if I am wrong, I want you guys to hit down those points. Tell me which one of those facts I used in my explanation or in my dissertation which you think should not be used. And give me your counter argument. Tell me what facts you have or counter facts you have that can give me a different conclusion. Don't just come and say my bad mind and my grudgeful. Because as long as you come here and you put out give reasons, I am going to publish that and I am going to apologize to my people and say why I think your version of reality is correct. That's my challenge to you all. So take it and So guys, thank you for watching. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I'll see you in my next video.